Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy and a pleasure to be out here in nature and well grounded, not just grounded outwardly, but grounded inwardly, because whenever you discover the power within and understand the glowing heart of when you see a picture of the Christ and know that the Christ is within you and not outside of you, and how you are to be connected with the glowing heart within you, you come to understand your true divinity, and you will never once again look outwardly. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning how Abdullah, our ancestor and elder, how he taught Neville Goddard to live in the end. Now, I want to go in the Bible and show you that, because the first thing you have to know is that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. That the Bible is not literal, neither is the Bible secular history, and that the Bible is written symbolically. Unfortunately, many people around the world who look like me believe that the Bible is literal and that the Bible is secular history. So they would miss, or they would give away their power ignorantly. Okay? So they don't even have a clue that everything is governed by law, and that the universe is governed by law, and all of humanity is governed by laws, and that they are immutable laws that can be broken. But the point I want to bring across to you is how Abdullah taught Neville to live in the end, and how you can go in the Bible, in the story of Joseph, and see that very thing. For it tells you that Joseph had a dream, and that in the dream he saw the sun and the moon and everything was bowing down to him, and the father said to him, "You mean to say that me and your mother and your brothers, everybody gonna bow down to you?" But what they didn't tell you is the in-between. What they didn't tell you is a series of events, which I think maybe someday I might have to do another video concerning the series of events and how it really works. I don't know, it all depends. But here, in that story, it is teaching a secret. When you understand the Bible psychologically, showing you that you have to see the end. And do not think about the in-between. Do not think about the events that are going to take place, the series of events that are going to take place in your life to bring it to pass. So it's teaching you from providence to prominence. That's the reason why Habakkuk 2:3 tells you, even if the vision time, wait. If for a certain time, wait. Understand the law of gestation, everything have a time and a season. The egg may take 21 days to hatch. The sheep and the goat may take some months. The human might take 9 months. The donkey and the horse might take 12. Relax, take your time. Don't worry about the series of events. So when you read the story of Joseph in the Old Testament, in Genesis, in his dream, and we all have dreams, we all have goals. In the dream, he never see his brother selling him into slavery. In the dream, he never see Potiphar and Potiphar's wife in the dream. He never saw the butler and the baker in the dream. He never saw himself in the prison interpreting dreams. All of that story is about you. It's your own biography, my brothers and my sisters. It's all about you. Because if you believe that the Bible is literal and the Bible is secular history, you'll have to tell me one thing that was done in the Bible that wasn't false at thought, that wasn't false psychological. Okay? So I'm saying that for those, if anyone is listening to me and they have any doubt. Because you know, people with their religious mentality, it's hard for them to get it out, especially people who look like me, black people. So here is teaching you how you can create your reality consciously. But you have to live in the end. You have to see it from the end. Why? Because your beginning is your end, and the end is your beginning. It was the end of Joseph's suffering and the beginning of his greatness. And while his brother started, it was his end. It was his beginning. And his end it was their beginning of living in prosperity. Because he was now the one given to them. Because he was ruling over them. Now when we can use our mind power to achieve our every desire and understand that our mind control our body and the body is servant to the mind, and we are the true ruler, and we are the true Joseph, we are the true interpreter of the dream, because this life is a dream, and we have woken out of the sleep and have been awakened from the dream of life to come to know who we are. They will understand that the Christ, our Joseph, is our higher self, our true self. Therefore, you will realize that Abdullah was teaching Neville Goddard that when you learn to live in the end, it's because you are learning to trust your Christ self. You're learning to trust your higher self. Because you're learning to believe in yourself. Because you have come to a place of awareness to understand that you're pure awareness. You are pure consciousness. Therefore, you have to live in the world of consciousness. You have to live in the world of awareness. You have to live in the world of the true creator that is within you and live in the end. So my brother and my sisters, when you visualize of your goal or your dream, the thing you want to manifest, the thing that you feel needed in your life, because many times people go for things that they really don't need. But the things that you need in your life to be able to impact society, to be able to impact humanity, to reach out to humanity, to help to uplift humanity. When you have that desire and you go into meditation, go to the end. Live in the end. Abdullah said to Neville, you're already in Barbados. You're already in Barbados. Walk the streets of New York and see it as if you're walking Palm Lime Street, Coconut Lane Street. Forget about the tall buildings in New York and see those small buildings as those little 2 stories and 1 story and 3-story buildings in a little Caribbean island of Barbados, in a little tall wall country. So my brother and my sisters, this is how we have to live our life. We have to always live in the end. We always have to see that which we so desire. It is a finished work. And that is what it would mean to live by faith. So faith is having the true understanding of how everything comes from the invisible to the visible. And that when you discover your invisible self, you will understand what it means to live in the end. And you will understand the true story of Joseph. And you will know that you are the real Joseph. You will know that you are the real Christ. And then you will know for sure that the virgin birth, with the story of Mary bringing a child down from her vagina, is the biggest lie that has ever been told to all of humanity. So my encouragement to you, my brother and my sisters, always live in the end, because you understand the story and understand it's all have to do with the human psyche. So with that being said, I believe I got my message across to you. And if what I'm saying, if it's resonated with you, I'm encouraging you to share this wonderful message to the rest of humanity. If you believe that the rest of humanity needs to hear this message. But I have to be honest with you, I have to say that though this message for everybody isn't quite ready for this message, because the rabbit hole goes even more deeper than just creating and having things, you know what I mean, and just manifesting things only, okay? So I'm encouraging you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet, or you can like, or you can comment. And always remember, this message I bring to you is the single eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 teaches you that if your eye be single, your whole body would be full of light. I'm saying to you, my brother, my sisters, when you get the experience, you will do like me. You put your hand on the crown chakra, because you come to realize it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in your life, and that without the sun there is no life and there is no light, and without the human imagination there isn't anything made that was made, and that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun, and the sun is what powers the earth and powers all of humanity. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, my encouragement to you is to look inwardly and live in the end by using your mind power to achieve your every desire. So that means I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.